Hey everybody, welcome to A Buddy's Spirits and Cigars. Today we are going to do Penelope. This is the rose cask, huh?
Yeah, rosé. You get to rose, not rose, rosé.
Okay, I was expecting it to read like it was written. Instead of having an A, it has an E. But
well, there's
a mark above it. I'm not sure.
There is a mark above it.
Okay.
That's the they have the fancy.
Yeah. Well, I can't see the front of the bottle right now. So
well, supposedly the wine barrels or whatever casks, the wine casks come from France, so it has little.
Oh, it's got to be fancy.
It does.
Okay. So when we're gonna try this and do our ratings and everything else, we need to make sure we have our pinky out.
I mean, that's
fancy.
You guys are welcome to. We'll see. We'll see.
All right. So Penelope Rosé,
there you go,
with a rose.
Yes, but the E
finish. So looking at 94 proof. This is batch number 5.
Yep, it's their usual 4-grain mash bill too. 4 years. It's same. Like, if you go get any of the Penelopes, it's their 4-grain mash bill.
Just a different cask.
Correct.
From a fancy place.
Finished differently.
Right.
It's their fancy series, their Cooper series or whatever they call it. So.
Oh, the copper. That's Cooper.
Yeah, it's Cooper. It is Cooper. Yeah.
All right. So let's get So you've been into this already.
I don't recall. That's what I'm saying. I can't.
Somebody's been into it, if nothing else.
Let's see you pop the cork.
Okay. Here we go. Well, that's a mother. There ain't much to really get a hold of.
It's the worst thing ever.
I'm afraid I'm going to pop it, and then I'm going to splash half the bottle out. So that's all you did. You popped the cork.
It took me like 20 minutes.
This is how much bourbon splashed out all over the place.
To get this thing open.
Okay.
Because it's not a cork.
Oh, it's not. It's got some sort of rubber washer around the plastic top there. So yeah, it's a nipple. Okay.
Trying to get me drunk?
It's 94 proof. I think you're safe. Pour some of that in there. You're good.
No, it's fine. Just a little heavy, but
This feels really loose.
Until it pops, and then it's solid.
All right.
Shout out to Thomas from Runners. And then I bought a second bottle as well from Joe at the Y. So shout out to you guys.
Is there a mark above the A in his name? So is it Tom A?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
I think this bottle was like $65 or something like that.
It's not bad on the nose. You can tell it's kind of light though.
Yeah, it's got a sweetness to it as well. I already drank mine, so oops.
Yeah, it's got almost a perfumey fragrance.
florally.
Yeah, floral.
Floral, yeah.
Rosé.
Yeah, there it is. That's what it is. It's that rosé.
A little spicier than I expected.
You can taste it's got some spice on it, but you also get that sweetness too.
I almost you're going to call me crazy, but
Probably.
I get some strawberry.
Legs aren't very thick, so it's not real viscous. Doesn't hang out a long time on the palate. If it's strawberries, it's really, really light. It's not like...
I'm not getting that, but...
Well, it's not like a strawberry punch, but I don't know. I'd taste some strawberry sweetness in there.
Maybe,
I'm not saying it's the main one, but...
Maybe just an ever so slightly hint of a red fruit, but man, it's not anything.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
You really have to stretch to find it. For me, it's not just like in your face. Here I am.
It's a good pour though.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
It's a great little sipper.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily smoke this with a like heavy cigar or anything, just
You
because
wouldn't
that
smoke the bourbon with a heavy
I wouldn't
cigar?
drink this, excuse me, with like a heavier cigar, just
Right.
because the
To be
sweet.
fair, you can smoke your bourbon.
True.
Yeah.
I don't think that's where he was going, though.
No, I'm dyslexic, so
Well, get us started.
3.5. It's a good little sipper. It's like they said, it's nothing too crazy. I like it. I enjoy it. I drink it some. I have another bottle at home too. Yeah, I enjoy sipping it. It's got a good fruity flavor. It's sweeter than most bourbons that I've had. I'm sure that's due to it being, the wine or whatever. $65. I don't think it's a bad buy. It's different for me. I enjoy drinking it.
Oh, it's definitely different. I mean, it's to me, this is just the middle of the road. Nothing that's gonna blow Bruce's skirt up or anything.
Nope.
As far as I'm concerned. So I'm gonna go 2.5. That's the best I can give this. Is just straight up and down middle of the road.
2.75. Flavor's good. Price isn't horrible. Although I'd be more of a player at say $50 than 65. But this is the third Penelope I've had. All of them have been good. So
Well, and that's the thing about Penelope.
it's a little above half for me.
Since they're a sourced whiskey from MGP, it's their mash bill, but MGP is the one that distills it and everything. They finish it. So, I mean, it is going to be, it's just all their bottles are more expensive. I mean, it's just kind of one of those deals. I guess it just takes more money to source it and have somebody do it for you.
Well, I mean, you can't just leave it at the place. I mean, it's got to travel.
Right.
So,
Right.
I mean, who's going to eat the travel expenses?
Well, I'm sure sourcing all the casks or barrels or whatever they finish all this stuff in isn't cheap either.
Right.
So,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, anything that goes into sourcing at all, it's going to be somebody's going to foot that bill.
right.
And so usually most places that do that, the sourcing are usually their juice is higher.
Yeah.
So that's what we think of the Penelope Rosé cask. I didn't have my pinky out whenever I took a drink of that either.
Damn it.
Well,
If
some
you want to
people
pay homage to the French, just be rude to somebody.
some people are just fancy and some aren't. No, I guess I'm just not one of those fancy people.
Yeah, me either.
I didn't pour it that heavy for you to knock stuff over. So what are we smoking here?
Bruce, how did you pronounce the name?
Don Pepin.
Yeah, that.
It has a fancy thing over the eye.
Ooh, it does. Garcia. It's the Cuban classic. It's a My Father stick. They're one of their budget sticks. They're like $6-7. It's a Connecticut. I couldn't tell you where the wrapper and binder and filler's at. I'm sorry.
Sounds like you really done your homework on this.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, did for sure.
No,
Don Pepin is Nicaraguan.
yeah.
That's where their factory's at. I've been by it a few times. Never got to stop though.
It's definitely not my favorite cigar from them. But I thought it was okay with this pairing. It's a lighter cigar. It's a Connecticut, so it didn't overpower this 94 proof whiskey. It's nothing too heavy. It's not a bad little smoke.
Yeah, it's
If I was gonna
it's
go,
okay.
if I was gonna go get a My Father, I'm gonna probably gravitate towards other things for me personally. But it was a good little pairing for this.
Well, what I agree with you on most there is gravitate towards other things.
Yeah.
I'm just not. I'm not a fan of My Father in general. Not that they've done anything bad to me or anything else. I'm just not a fan of their cigars. They're okay, but there is so many other things that's in the humidor that I'd rather go to.
Well, within that stable, if you want to get something really good, you should go for the Flor de las Antillas Maduro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess really that's about the only thing that I'm good with from My Father.
They're, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. The Bayou, the Bijou,
Le Bijou.
1922 is a really good smoke. I smoke those pretty often, and they're pretty solid.
Those are okay. The blue label Don Pepin is not a bad cigar, but it's kind of comparable to this one.
Yeah.
A little bit more peppery.
A little bit.
Yeah, not a lot. I mean, it's.
I don't know that these are a Nicaraguan Puro. I just know that's where the factory is. So I'm sure that there's at least half of the cigars got Nicaraguan tobacco, or probably the wrapper, part of the filler anyway.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I would have looked it up had I known.
Neither one of them's really a big knock it out of the park moment.
No,
on this one, but you know, Penelope does have some other good offerings. The toasted series that they have is really good, and they're coming out with the Rio or something like that. I think it was April 15th ish, something like that. Sometime in April.
Yeah.
Is the Rio de Janeiro.
Fun
Penelope,
fact.
So
This is the first bourbon of 2023 that broke Fred Minnick's broke 90 on his scores. So just because we may not think it's the best thing in the world, if you like lower proof and sweeter bourbon, this is something for y'all to check out for sure.
well, now lower proof doesn't deter me. I like higher proof stuff, but lower proof doesn't deter me.
He's a proof whore.
Like legit, my favorite bourbon in the world right now is 93 proof. So, I mean, that says it right there, in my opinion. I do like higher proof stuff. Don't get me wrong. There's more flavor there. However, there are some lower proof things that I do enjoy. So,
the IW Harper 15 years, 80 proof, I think. And I bought it just because my great granddad used to sneak IW Harper at my grandma's house. It's 80 proof, so I mean it's almost like unsweet tea, but part of it's sentimental, but the flavor is still good.
Did he keep it out in the shed or something?
He did.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, he would stash it in the detached garage and go check on the car.
So he checked on the car quite a bit then.
So those cars need checking.
Yeah.
So anyway, I mean, just for that point, it's an 80 proof, and normally that would just be like drinking a Michelob Ultra, you know.
Yeah.
But the flavor of it to me is very good, and there's that sentimental, part of it. So
yeah, definitely. Well, that's where we're at with the Penelope Rosé cask.
it's a good pour.
And the Don Pepin Garcia Cuban Classic. And what'd you say these were a stick?
$6-7. They're not much.
There's you a good budget stick if you want to hang out for a couple hour and a half, couple hours to enjoy something that's a decent budget stick. But I'd rather pay just a little bit more money and get something different, but that's just me. But it doesn't fight real hard against the Rosé cask. So as far as the pairing goes, that's kind of one of the things you're really looking for. So y'all good? All right. So
We're good.
We're trying to grow on TikTok so that we can get on lives and be more socially interactive. It's a lot easier to do it there and interact with other pages and other people and members and all that kind of stuff than it is going on YouTube. And matter of fact, I think we're even shadow banned on YouTube because of these little things right here. They don't like cigars.
I'd say we're definitely shadow banned.
We've went down significantly in our views. However, what we ask of you is if you would please smash the like button and share the videos.
And subscribe.
And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. That'll help us. We're just under 6,000. So, I mean, we're like 5.93 thousand the last time I looked. So we're doing pretty good, but we want to get bigger and we want to get our content out there. And if you have any ideas, feel free to comment them down below. We'll definitely try to do that. We'll look at them and talk about it for sure. Other than that, that's all we have time for this episode, and we'll catch you on the next one.